everyone, welcome back to Melissa's Kitchen Table. I'm Melissa, and today I'm going to be showing you a really quick, easy recipe. I'm going to be doing it for family, so I figured I would get it out to you guys so you can do it for game day or any time of the year. It doesn't really matter. So you can make your own brownies if you'd like. I am going to take help from the store. I got 2 packages of dark chocolate brownies. These just happen to be $1 a box, so I grabbed these. These are the 13 by 9 family size. You can use any kind of milk chocolate or whatever fudge brownies they have. It doesn't really matter. I'm using 2. Of course, you can use 1. You're going to need everything that says on the back of the box. Go by what your particular brand says. Mine calls for 2/3 cup oil, 1/4 cup water, and 2 eggs. So I'm going to times that by 2. And then because I'm doing 2 packages, I have a 15 by 11 pan over here. It says it calls for a 15 by 10, but that is the closest I have. Of course, if you put it in a smaller pan, it's going to take longer to cook. Okay, next I got the oil, I got the water over here, I got my eggs over here, and the other 2 ingredients you're going to need is a can of sweetened condensed milk and 1 bag of Reese's peanut butter chips. And of course, if you don't like chocolate and peanut butter, you could do chocolate and chocolate. They have white chocolate, butterscotch, whatever you want. But this one is going to be peanut butter. So I'm going to set the peanut butter and the milk aside. I'm going to get a large mixing bowl. You could do one at a time if you don't have a big enough bowl. It might just be easier to do one so it doesn't come flying out. But if you have like a real large KitchenAid, I have a KitchenAid but not the biggest one. So anyways, I might as well just do the 2. I got the water all set. I could just... Oh well, a little mess won't hurt anyone. Alright, so to that, I'm going to add whatever the box says. Mine calls for a 1/2 cup of water total for the 2, and 2/3 of a cup of oil. I'll have to do that twice, because this is only a 1 cup measure, so. Oh, just made it. Just made it. I'll tip that over in the other pan and let the excess oil drip out, and I'll use that. For my to grease my pan. You could just spray it. Alright, so I need 2 eggs per batch, so that is 4 total. And I'm actually going to use this cup. I do 1 at a time, just in case one of the eggs is no good. I want to make sure it doesn't go in and ruin the whole batch. Okay. Remove all that. And I'm going to start off really slow because I don't know how this is going to go. So just start getting it mixed. And once it's pretty much incorporated, I'll put it up a little more. Now to the batter itself, if you want it super chocolatey and peanut buttery, you can add more of the peanut butter chips to it. You can add some peanut butter to it if you want. You can add chocolate chips, mini chocolate chips, chocolate chunks. You can add whatever you want. Alright, so that looks good. There we go. I'm not sure if they were going to come out. Alright. Put those in the sink. Alright. Just going to scrape down the bowl. Because of course there's always a little bit left on the sides. Alright. So now I'm going to go ahead, get my pan, and where's my spray? Let's see, does it say? Yep, it says to spray it, so that is what I will do. So you want to make sure they come out. So spray them evenly. And just for added protection, I'm going to use a little bit of parchment paper. Not a whole lot. And it didn't even come out straight. I'm going to put it right down the middle. Just like that. And I'll spray that to make sure. It's probably just me. I always find that I can get cakes out very easily, but I tend to have a harder time with brownies. So I just want to make sure. Alright. So I have my oven preheated. Mine's at 350. Go by your package directions. Get this in the oven and let it fully cook. When you take it out of the oven, insert a toothpick. Once that comes out clean, then you know your brownies are done. These are probably going to take 35 to 40 minutes, and then I will show you what we do after that. Okay, so the brownies just came out of the oven, so I'm going to let them sit here for a little bit. Obviously, you're not going to take them out of the pan or cut them until they're fully cooled. But we are going to put the peanut butter fudge on it right now, so it has time to cool all together. The milk in the background there is not for this recipe. I'm making dinner at the same time, so I don't want you to think that has anything to do with the fudge. So let me move you guys, and I'll show you what to do. So I've made fudge before. I've done a video on it before, so it's super, super easy. The only thing is when you're making fudge with flavored chocolate, typically fudge is made with 12 to, I think 14 ounces of chocolate. These types, the flavored kind, are only 10 ounces. So this is still going to be soft. Now for normal fudge that wouldn't work. But because I'm putting this on brownies, it's fine. So I'm putting 1 bag of the chocolate chips, the peanut butter chips. You can use chocolate if you'd like. And 1 container of the sweetened condensed milk. This will just make a much softer fudge, which, like I said, is fine because it's going to be on brownies. So that's no big deal. Then I'm going to put this in the microwave. 30-second intervals until that's melted. So while that's in the microwave, I'm just taking a plain old fork and going all the way down, just like if you've had poke cake. So it's better to do that when you could do this with a cake as well, a chocolate cake, vanilla cake, whatever. It's always better to do that while the cake is still warm. And the other thing that is good about this is if you overcooked it, see I overcooked it a little bit over there, you can tell. But if you make dry baked good or anything like that, this moistens it right back up. But this won't be dry, it's just a little bit overcooked. Okay, so here's what it looks like. You just want to mix it all together. And if you poke the brownies, it's a little bit harder than if it was just a regular cake, and that's fine. And if you're doing this with a regular cake, you're still going to do it while it's warm. Alright, so I'll be right back because this has to go back in. Alright, so this consistency is perfect. Now you're just going to pour this all over the brownies. And just use your spatula and push it all the way out. Try not to go back and forth too much because it will pull up the top of the brownies, which not a big deal, but just for presentation it'll just look prettier this way. So now this can go in the fridge once it's cooled a little bit more than this. It's still a little bit too hot, but yeah, so this is it. So I'll insert a picture at the end when I cut them up, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe and share, and I'll talk to you all next time. Bye.